Salakia for that cut off. But we must continue to believe that and know when Esau Edom comes down with great wrath, it's just the Lord. It's the Lord doing it. All right? He's coming down for wrath against the 2/3, and he's trying our faith in him, our trust in him. Daniel 3:13. It said, then Nebuchadnezzar in his rage and fury commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now if ye be ready that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Right? So Nebuchadnezzar was boasting himself against the Most High, just like this devil was. He finna do the same thing. And you need my chip to survive. He gonna be doing all these miracles like the scriptures say. You see? He's gonna be boasting against us, man, demonizing us. But Yahweh Bashmal Shah is gonna step up, man. Lord, when we endure and hold our faith, the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shah is gonna fight for us, man. And we gotta believe that. Everybody else, all the heathens got their gods. We got the living power, man. Esau got his sword. The Lord is going to fight for us, man. You see, whether we have to go and come back with our Lord and renewed in them new bodies, look forward to it. Strive for the truth unto death, man. What else do we have to fight for in this world? Okay, you got Jake being counseled for being against wickedness, man. All right, this place is totally perverse. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Daniel 3, let's get back to the lesson. It says, 16, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, right? So this is their rebuttal to the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. This is not anybody. This is the king. He wants you to bow down and serve this image that he has made for his province, okay? This is what they told the king, man. You see, the king has power to put them to death immediately, but they have no power because we serve the power, man, just like now. With Esau Edom, he's going to do all this huffing and puffing, but Yahweh Bashmal Shai has the power, man, no matter how furious this devil is getting ready to come in, okay? It says, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee this matter. If it be so, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Again, Daniel 3:17, if it be so, our God, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Right? So they were very confident and stern in their faith. That's, man, you see, you can just imagine, bro, they wasn't wavering. They was all the way in. And that's the way we gotta be. No second guessing. They said, nah, we not finna do that. You see? Lord willing, the Lord give us that spirit, man. They told the king that, man. You can imagine everybody looking, and these Jews over here, they not going to bow down. You see? And we're going to be put out there and put out there on that ledge, man. And we're going to be tried. You see? But Yahweh Bashmal Shah, Lord willing to be with us. Daniel 3:18, it says, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we would not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. You see, right? And that MOTB, that's going to be the golden image through the spirit. You see, that's going to be that image now. You see? That's going to be what everybody's going to have to fall down and worship. But the elect is not going to do it. You see? The elect of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and worldwide, wherever we may be scattered, because this MOTB is not just a thing here in America. It's going to be worldwide. Okay? Daniel 3:19, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. You see? Okay, so his countenance changed. He was ready to devour Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. All right? They were striving for the truth unto death, and the Lord, what he finna fight for him right here, Daniel 3:20, he commanded the most mighty men that they were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace, right? So they were cast into the fire, man. It came all the way down, man. You see, just like when Abraham got Isaac and he was finna raise up that knife and slay his son, the Lord said, no, I got a sacrifice for you. So, right, they were faithful, man, all the way through. And it may come down to that last split second, man, and the Lord come and get us. Or we may get up out of there. You see, but we got to have that mindset of remaining faithful, man, through every circumstance. And the situations are going to be dire. All right, Daniel 3. And let me see. Where was I at? I get 21. It says, then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, fast, he wanted it done quick. He wanted them out of there. And the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Right, so they was tied up in the furnace. It was no way they could have ran out of the fire. They were bound up. But take a look at this, Daniel 3 and 24. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast three men bound, so tied up, into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see four men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of the Most High. Right, so Yahweh, he is the deliverer. He was in the midst of that furnace, man. Okay, then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High Power, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. And the princes, governors, and captains, and the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their heads singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. You see, right? Everything is in the control of Yahweh Ba'Shemel Shai, man. You see? So, right, this devil got guillotines, bro, the wood on the elements, everything. We must continue to believe everything is subject to the will of the Lord. You see, these guns that these people got, man, these swords, knives, everything. A sword can break in the air, man. Hey, get bended. So, right, the fire was, it didn't touch Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So, right, the Lord will do mighty and miraculous works in these times, man, in this last captivity which we're going to be saved out of. The Lord's really going to show his power on a different scale. Daniel 3 and 28. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, blessed be the power of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who have sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him. And delivered his servants that trusted in him, and have changed the king's word, and yielded their bodies, that they might not serve nor worship any god except their own power. Right, yielded their bodies, and that's what we must continue to do. Yield our bodies a sacrifice for Yahweh Ba'Shemel Shai, whether it be unto death, man. Lord, when this lesson was edifying and comforting, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaaw, qadash, double honors unto our apostles and elders of great millstone who rule and teach well, peace and blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel, men, women, and children. Shalom, a Bible ball.